There's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These might be 7 stories. Some of them. There's nothing like this exactly in Glenview right now, but they call it the Glen. It's a redevelopment. There's there's townhouses. There's not so much like condo buildings like these, or these could be rentals. They could be for ownership. Not sure. I mean, rentals would make sense in this area, and when you get more residential over there, they might be more like for sale. The question is, as with Glenview, so the land was, in Glenview anyway, the land was sold to the city for the nominal $1, which is a formality so that they can do the proper legal, go through the proper legal channels in order to make that, make the, make contracts binding and everything. So they developed it, they sold the land for $1. The city, the village of Glenview bought the land for $1, acquired it for $1, and then they went in to do this redevelopment. Question, so what does it have to do with skill space? So as we talked about with the indoor malls, not the strip malls, the indoor malls are private property for the most part. So it's like as soon as you step on to the parking lot of an indoor mall, you're on private property. So the question here is, to what extent is this private property? Are these bricks on this sidewalk? Is the street? You would think the street is public property, but maybe it's not. Are these buildings are probably they're privately owned? I guess does that make sense? That's the question. So we could do some more learning about that kind of stuff. But the idea is basically when you walk onto a massive redevelopment project like this, what of it is actually like public space, if any, or is it all privately owned, or are there different rules that apply in different parts of a place like this? So these are really important questions when we're looking for skill space, because it may make a difference also as far as street performing. Now, if this is privately owned or something similar to that, you might be like an indoor mall. You might be able to get in touch with someone, and they might be hiring you. And in fact, I'm guessing in a place like this, you might be able to get paid pretty well. And I think that this actually is the audience for skill here would be pretty high as opposed to in other places. So yeah, just look at it for the opportunities that it is. But so the question would be, I mean, you're not going to skill here anyway, like on a sidewalk. They probably have rules that say in a lot of places, even in downtowns that are not privately owned, they have like the rules that say no skateboarding, no rollerblading, no biking on the sidewalks. That's a whole different issue, a whole different story. So it's actually kind of like in a really kind of a strange way. It's kind of like an honor to be able to do this as it's coming in. So I feel like, because who knows, I mean, like this could be around for like 50 years or something, maybe 60, 70 years before it's redeveloped again. Because that's really the nature of these things. But 50, 60, 70 years is a pretty long time in real estate terms. If you have structures that last like over 80, 90, 100 years, now usually you're talking something that has some cultural significance. So we're treating our residents sort of, with the same sort of Care maybe is not with the same. Respect is not really the word. I guess what I'm getting at is like we're treating. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but we're basically treating residences like they're roads. Like it's a process of construction, constant construction, and putting together and taking apart. I mean, that's basically how our road systems work. Our construction for the roads in the United States, they just sometimes, some of them are being built, like some new stuff. There's actually a bunch of these massive pylons, I guess you could call them, like sort of concrete risers that will be supporting these huge freeways that are basically they're basically set to carry, like, I don't even know, four or five lanes of traffic. And these go both. I think these are on both sides of the current expressway. It looks like this is a McDonald's. I don't see a McDonald's though. What's up, Ronald? How you doing this morning? You like the Mueller development in Austin? Is there a McDonald's around here? I've been trying to find one. Well, yeah. Have a nice day. Looks like you already are. It's great. So yeah, that's the kind of thing. I guess like that someone like kind of did this, or I don't know if they're stressing out this bench though. I don't know. Looks like it's bent a bit, but I guess that's what that's what claims to be a culture in a place like this. That's your big entertaining joke, is to have Ronald McDonald sitting on a bench outside a restaurant that's not a McDonald's. That actually seems to sum up this area pretty well. But that's for a whole nother situation. We can get into the architecture. This is Duplo heaven, sort of. Not total Duplo, like 80%, 90%, but it's pretty Duplo. And I've already seen like 3 dentists. There's a whole school of dentistry, or at least there was a building that says dentist medicine or something. And there were 2 dentists. There's a lot of people here. You should need your dentist. Then I had this I had this sort of like a extrapolated dream out of that, where there's like a town where every other business is a dental office.